"I wish it need not have happened in my time," said Frodo. "So do I," said Gandalf, "and so do all who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given us." John Ronald Reuel Tolkien, January 3, 1892 – September 2, 1973, was an English writer and philologist. He was the author of the high fantasy works The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. "I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. The world is indeed full of peril, and in it there are many dark places, but still there is much that is fair, and though in all lands love is now mingled with grief, it grows perhaps the greater. Deserves it? I dare say he does. Many that live deserve death, and some that die deserve life. Can you give it to them? Then do not be too eager to deal out death and judgment, for even the very wise cannot see all ends. It's a dangerous business, Frodo, going out your door. You step onto the road, and if you don't keep your feet, there's no knowing where you might be swept off to. Do you wish me a good morning, or mean that it is a good morning whether I want it or not, or that you feel good this morning, or that it is a morning to be good on? War must be, while we defend our lives against a destroyer who would devour all. But I do not love the bright sword for its sharpness, nor the arrow for its swiftness, nor the warrior for his glory. I love only that which they defend." And he took her in his arms, and kissed her under the sunlit sky, and he cared not that they stood high upon the walls in the sight of many. There is nothing like looking, if you want to find something. You certainly usually find something, if you look, but it is not always quite the something you were after. "What do you fear, lady?" Aragorn asked. "A cage," Eowyn said, "to stay behind bars, until use and old age accept them, and all chance of doing great deeds is gone beyond recall or desire. Many that live deserve death, and some that die deserve life. Can you give it to them? Then do not be too eager to deal out death and judgment." For like a shaft, clear and cold, the thought pierced him that in the end the shadow was only a small and passing thing. There was light and high beauty forever beyond its reach. "But I have been too deeply hurt, Sam. I tried to save the Shire, and it has been saved, but not for me. It must often be so, Sam. When things are in danger, someone has to give them up, lose them, so that others may keep them. He that breaks a thing to find out what it is has left the path of wisdom. In sorrow we must go, but not in despair. Behold, we are not bound forever to the circles of the world, and beyond them is more than memory. There is more in you of good than you know, child of the kindly West. Some courage and some wisdom, blended in measure. If more of us valued food and cheer and song above hoarded gold, it would be a merrier world. I do not love the bright sword for its sharpness, nor the arrow for its swiftness, nor the warrior for his glory. I love only that which they defend. Then something Tookish woke up inside him, and he wished to go and see the great mountains, and hear the pine trees and the waterfalls, and explore the caves, and wear a sword instead of a walking stick. Well, here at last, dear friends, on the shores of the sea comes the end of our fellowship in Middle-earth. Go in peace, I will not say. Do not weep, for not all tears are an evil. So do all who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given us.